Well, it's Friday, the 22nd of September, and we race in Gqeberha on a Friday, as it usually is, with local racing. To you, the valued racing fan, good day to you. I trust that you're well. You're having a fair week thus far, and it's been limited racing. No racing on Monday, no racing on Tuesday. Of course, you know that we had 7 races on Wednesday at Hollywoodbets Greyville, Thursday at the Val Classic track, and then it is Fairview, the turf track. As always, our man who is the expert in that part of the world and is in tremendous form is none other than Grant Paddock. Grant, well done. Even last week, I must compliment you. You picked up horses like Putin's Promise. I think it was Crew of Ice. That horse of Lunga's called Prince Vian, Euphoric. They all ran into the money, and those type of picks were values.
Yeah, morning D's, morning punters. Yeah, it was a half-decent day until the last 2 legs, but we found some decent winners and some good value as well. Hopefully tomorrow, Fridays, are going to be another day for us.
Just overall, before we start the preview, how the card looking? Have you given a bet for the show?
Yeah, I have given a bet for the show, D's. Doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. I found 2 bankers for us in the pick 6, by the way. So weather's been very good this side as well, so we should have a good day's racing tomorrow. Fantastic.
Race number 1 kicks off at 12:45 with 8 races carded. It will be the start of the bar pot. It's over 1,200 meters. This is how they're betting, Grant. Number 1, 5-1. Number 2, 7-1. Number 7, 6-1. Number 8, which is at 2-1. 9 at 8-1. 11 at 8-1. And then it is double figures, the balance. Is there anything that we can have a go here in race 1, or we just have to play bets like trifectas and quartets?
D's, I wouldn't have a bet on the head. A couple of horses can win this race. I've gone for Swiss Volt. He's holding solid form, but there's not much between him, Grey Smoke, and Raptor Island. The winner will come from one of those 3. I don't think there's going to be any spooks in the race. All 3 need to go into your bipod, D's. Swiss Volt, very good run in very heavy conditions last time out, just getting beaten by Parsis. He's definitely coming along the right way. Stable has been a little bit quiet, which is a concern. Louis back now, and I'm going to go for a Swiss Bolt to beat Raptor Island and Grey Smoke here, D's. But no surprises. I wouldn't have a bet on the head on anything yet.
Nothing too confident, so may we play around number 8, Swiss Bolt, as a possible roving banker. Is priced up as the top one. And by the way, Hollywoodbets anti-post, number 1, Raptor Island, 6-1 into 5-1. So that's it, race number 1. And I think you can follow Grant there if you are playing a bipot as well. Then on to the place accumulator. It will begin at 13:20. It's a fillies and mares 86 handicap, 2,000 meters the distance. Number 1, definitely maybe, that's at 4-1. Number 2, Dame of Flames, is at 9-2. Then we move along to number 3, Wildest Dreams, at 6-1. Number 4, Aerial View, at 9-2. They've got this horse up, number 5, Zippy Over, at 17-10. And number 7, Trump My Queen, at 5-1. I think my first question is, do you agree with this horse being a strong favorite at 17-10?
No, not for me, D's. The Snaith horses haven't been travelling and raiding well lately, so it's probably got to go into the place accumulator for the bigger perms. There's a lot of talk on the ground here for Trump My Queen, D's, the 7 horse with Yeni up and a low weight. I've actually gone for that on the strength of the talk on the ground. Definitely, maybe he's got to be a runner. It is a concern. She'll run into the place accumulator. The 61 kilos is a definite concern. I'm going for the lightweight here, Trump My Queen, to win at D's from definitely maybe, and then Zippy Over.
5-1, number 7, Trump My Queen at the time of recording. That's tremendous value. And number 1, definitely maybe at 4-1. If they have to run 1-2, it's a decent exacta if you're trying to beat number 5, Zippy Over. So that's good thinking from Grant, trying to get the better of number 5, Zippy Over, from the visiting stable of Justin Snaith. Then on to the pick 6. It's the big one. It's 13:55. It's over 2,000 meters. How are they betting here? Number 1, Hey Siri, at 7-1. Number 2, Public Benefit, at 5-2. Then we got number 3 at 6-1, 4 at 6-1, 6 at 14-1. Number 9, that is at 6-1. And that is it. The balance are all in double figures here. it looks like a very tricky start to the pick six ground. I don't know if you can narrow it down for the guys, but I made it a race where you could possibly include half the field here.
Nah, these I wouldn't say half the field. I've gone 6 runners in the pick six. I'll give you those numbers quickly: 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 9. I do like the 2. She's a really, really decent filly. 3-year-old. I know I've gone against what I normally do. 3-year-olds carrying heavy weights, but she's in a bottom division, and that's the most important. It's a handicap debut. I really think she's an up-and-coming filly. I think she'll win this race, and I think she'll win well as well. I have gone 6 horses, though, in my pick six. You have to respect a couple of these older horses. Trip to Barberton, Crafty Heart, Global Avenue holds public benefit on the time they met at the Maidens, and she will definitely improve over 2,000 meters. And Hey Siri is always there and thereabouts. Her last run on the grass was actually a win. So I'm going to tip public benefit from Hey Siri, from the 4 Global Avenue, and then the 3 the Fort. I've also in my pick six added the 7 and 9, so it'll be 6 horses in the pick six. The place accumulator, 1, 2, and 4 will get you through.
Yeah, I think Grant has done well to try and narrow it down to 6 runners there, and reading in between the lines, just listening to him, if you're looking for a roving banker, he likes number 2, Public Benefit, and that's trading at 5-2. Again, it's the informed stable and the combination of Mitchley and Yenny. Then we go on to race number 4, Grant, which will be the start of the jackpot. It's over 1,400 meters. It's a maiden plate this for fillies and mares. Number 1, St. Cloud at 28-10. Number 2, Dawn of Gold at 5-2. And number 9, which is Amazing Colors, at 2-1. It's quite a strange betting market because you got these horses quite tight there, 5-2, 28-10, 2-1, and then it's double figures the balance. These 2 horses that are debuting for their respective yards, numbers 1 and 2, what you make of them?
These, no talk on the ground, I must be honest. I prefer the 2 horse purely because of the Cape Town form. 4 lengths off of them in Cape Town is way strong enough to win a maiden plate here. St. Cloud, I did watch her last race over 1950 in KwaZulu-Natal, and she was at the back of the field and ran on late. I think she ran second, she ran second, but came from way off the pace. I think a 1,400 at Fairview is going to be on the sharp side for her. A horse that I do give an outside chance to, and I think has even got a winning chance here, is the 3-horse Celtic Vixen. Back on the turf, her last turf run was very good. I know the stable prefer her on turf, and she'll be a runner. And then obviously the 4 horses, Amazing Colors, but any horse that can run 4 or 5 seconds can run 6. So the pick 6 is not too difficult here. I've only gone the 4 horses, 1, 2, 3, and 9. And your place accumulator, I've gone 2, 3, and 9.
2, 3, and 9 in the place accumulator. 1, 2, 3, and 9. I think the joker of the pack there could be a good find from Grant. Number 3, Celtic Vixen. I'm just thinking about something as we were speaking about Amazing Colors. In your career, in racing, forget about training and all that. I don't know what could be the record for having the number of seconds in a row. I hope this filly is not going to be setting that record.
Well, geez, she's going pretty good at it, I must be honest with you. But she's got a decent chance, It's her first time around to turn on the grass, the 1,400. Maybe that's what she's looking. She's out of a Heavenly Blue, out of a Black Manalouche mare. So, she's probably looking for a bit of the 1,400. And she's not going to get an easy opportunity. But I must say, watch the betting on the 2-horse. Cape Town form always very, very strong for Port Elizabeth Maiden. So if there's money for Dawn of Gold, definitely make sure that you've got it in.
Okay, a lot will be on this horse, Amazing Colors. If you've gone for her in the past, she's been costly to follow. Can she put her best foot forward? Well, we'll see come this Friday. Then on to race number 5. 15:05 is the time, 1,200 meters. It's a pinnacle stakes for fillies and mares. The betting, number 1, 5-1. Number 2, 22-10. Number 4 at 11-2, 5 at 7-2, and then it is double figures the balance. I'll tell you that the best weighted column is tight on top, Grant. Courier, number 1 at 97, 2 Hunting Tower at 95, then Joint Cheer for Me and 6 Rema at 92, and 4 Bonanero at 91. I think my first question will be, when you look at the runners for Alan Krief, with Aldo De Mayo riding for him on the day, obviously down for the day, would you think that is the stable elect, number 4?
D's no, purely because De Mayo can't do the other weights. So he is there. He'll be riding the heaviest one for the yard, which is Bonnaroo. 1200 grass down the straight, going to battle. I don't like this race at all, D's. I think we're going to find a result here. I'm pick 6. I've gone the field. I'm not interested in trying to scratch around here. My place accumulator, I've gone the 2 and the 3. Sherry, for me, you know how I feel about her, course and distance specialist. Couldn't believe she opened up 10 to 1. Value bet on the day for me. She's going to be a massive runner. And then obviously Hunting Trip, the concern, she's coming back from a 120-day layoff, but she ran 4 lengths to Pedro in the top race last time out. So she could be anything. Sherry, for me, will get you through the place accumulator with Hunting Trip. But the field in the pick 6, respect these bottom weights, Madam Vicky, Ella's Delight. I think we're going to get a result here, D's, definitely.
Well, playing for a pick 6 result, hoping to drop tickets here in race number 5. But he's picked out the value there, horse number 3. It is Zaki and Stratum that will team up at around 10 to 1. So we got the result in race number 5. Then we are surviving this pick 6. What's happening in race number 6? This is over 1,800 meters. And again, we have to look at the best weighted column, but we'll come to that. Justin Snates brings down 2 very interesting runners here, Warrior and Hoedspruit, 4 to 1 and 5 to 1. Number 3, Grazing in the Grass, is at 5 to 2. 4, Bush Track at 9 to 2. 6 at 8 to 1. And 9, Quasimodo at 7 to 1. Grant, I mean, this horse for Alan Krief, now to have won 5 on the bounce, I mean, that's just tremendous from any horse anywhere in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a very, very good horse. And you must also take into consideration, there's been 5 top division races the whole time. So if he's met these horses before and he's given them a hiding every time, I don't see any reason why he shouldn't do it again. I've banked him in everything. Place accumulators, pick 6. I really do think he's a champion. And you want to stay with champions until beaten. The 2 Cape Town Raiders, Warrior and Hoedspruit, they're definitely coming to the end of their careers. They're probably just hopeful to get a couple of rand in Port Elizabeth. But I'm not looking any further than Grazing in the Grass. If there's bigger players that want to go a bit wider to try and get him beaten, Bush Track is holding solid form, and you can never leave out a horse like Mount Anderson. But I'm very strong on Grazing in the Grass, D's. I think he's a banker in everything.
Big talk there from Grant Paddock. You know, as you start winning these races, you win 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row now, the odds get stacked up against you. Do you get nervous when you banker this horse, Grant? Do you get nervous when you banker him?
No, D's not at all. You know, he's a really top horse. And, you know, he's not getting anywhere. He's holding his solid form. As I say, he's beating these horses, carrying top weight, 60 kilos, 62 kilos, and he's beating them well. Aldo knows him. He's won on him. I'm not nervous. I really think at 5 to 2, he's worth a bet.
Wow, that is some fighting talk from Grant Paddock, and he knows his oats when it comes to racing in Gqeberha. Race number 6, Strong, number 3, Grazing in the Grass, to make it 6 on the bounce, then making him a 13-time winner. And hear this, Grant, making him the next equine millionaire in South Africa.
Well, he definitely deserves it. There's no doubt for what he's done in Port Elizabeth, and he really deserves to be an equine millionaire.
Yeah, hopefully he can be crowned on Friday. Race number 7, 1,400 meters, fillies and mares, 77 handicap. And now, this race, I am very interested to hear what Grant's going to have to say. Number 5, Joy and Peace, is at 17 to 10. 7, Tried and True, is at 8 to 1. 6 is at 7 to 1. 10 at 7 to 1. It's 10 to 1 and Better the Balance. Well, last time we did the show, and, you know, you've encouraged the guys that this could possibly be the play. The money came 6 to 10. Are we looking to get something back, or are we looking elsewhere this time round?
Geez, we actually brassed this one last time out, and it got rolled over.
Yes.
No, sorry, we actually did go for it. We did go for it. I'm going for her again, Dees. In first time in a handicap, definitely found the right race at a merit rated 78 level. It's a very, very shallow field. There's a scratching here. Number 6, Vizu's Magic, comes out. I'm very confident on this filly. I can't wait to see her around the turn. For her last run was 3 lengths to Luna Halo around the turn over 1,400 meters on the grass. Nice draw. Aldo up 57.5. I don't know if he's going to be doing that. He might have to plus there a little bit. But she's a top filly. I can't see her missing the top 3. So she's a banker in the place accumulator. A pick 6 banker for me. If there are players that are wanting to go a little bit bigger in the pick 6, there's been money for the 7 horse Tried and True. Act Naturally has to go in, and Liliana. But I'm firmly in the camp of Joy and Peace again. And I think she's a decent filly, and I think she'll win well.
So this time round, we're hoping that this will arrive. Number 5, Joy and Peace. If you're looking for cover, Grant's picked out 7, 8, and 9, and he is 100% correct. I just checked it. Number 6, Vizu's Magic, has now been scratched. So Grant's going strong. Races 6 and 7. That could be the double on the day, Grazing in the Grass and Joy and Peace, especially at the latter end of the race card. Then on to race number 8. It's over 1,400 meters. And the betting here, Grant, number 1, Captain TikTok, will be having its first start for Gavin Smith. That is at 6-1. Then we move along to number 4, Fiery Duke, at 9-2. 5, Pedro, at 7-1. 6, Nihal Longsword, at 7-1. 7, Gunsmoke, is at 11-2. And Hollywoodbets, this horse has been backed, anti-post. In fact, this is my roving banker in the race, Grant. So I actually like the confidence that's coming through early in the betting. Number 13, Iron Tail, that's been backed from 8-1 into 6-1. You know, you often get to know stables in Port Elizabeth that can ready up horses first time out. But this horse clearly looked like he needed the run, Grant, Iron Tail.
I think he did not enjoy the poly track at all. He was caught out of his ground, off the bit. They went very fast for him. He will definitely love the 1,400 long straight, long back straight. Definitely a big runner. Good draw, Louis up. His second run here. So, but he'll be very happy to be back on the grass, there's no doubt. I don't think he enjoyed that poly last time out. He's definitely, I've got him in at second. Gunsmoke at third. I really like this horse, Fiery Duke, back on the grass. I think he's a very, very big runner for one draw with Yeni up. I think he'll be very hard to beat. I don't make it an overly difficult race for the end of the day. They normally can be tricky. I don't think this one will be tricky. My place accumulator, I've gone the 4 as well as the 7. Bigger players can add Iron Tail. My pick 6, I've gone 4, 5, 6, 7, 13, and 14. But definitely in the camp of Fiery Duke. I think he'll take a power of beating.
Wow, if you're looking to get out of it in the last at 9-2, what a way that'll end off a treble. Can you imagine this? Grazing in the Grass, Joy and Peace, and Fiery Duke. I think that pick 3 is worth a go. The races 6, 7, and 8, the last pick 3 on the card. And Grant, as always, has found us some value. He's given us some confidence. And he's given us a selected bet for the meeting. Grant, I'm told that you've given your value bet, your top bet, and, of course, place accumulator. You know, go through it?
Yeah, indeed, will do. My best bet, race 6, number 3, Grazing in the Grass. My value bet, race 5, number 3, Sherry for me. And my suggested bet, the place accumulator, goes like this. The first leg, 1 and 7, by 1, 2, 4, by 2, 3, 9, by 2 and 3, by banker 3, by banker 5, by 4 and 7.
I've just worked that perm out, Grant. It works out to 72 Rand. We'll give you a full unit and you can multiply yourself out. And who knows, you may catch that multiple times. As always, Grant, it's been an absolute pleasure. And break a leg this Friday.
Thank you very much, Dees, and go well.
Thank you to Grant Paddock. He's in tremendous form. He's a man to follow. So hopefully things go accordingly in Kabeja on Friday, where we race on the turf. From the entire team at Gallop TV, Grant Paddock, and myself, Dees Dianan. Hopefully it starts off your weekend with a bang, racing at Fairview. Until we meet again, you take care. Salani Gashle.